Also, what was different in Romans to the short film was at the end of Romans 12:20, the short, he forgave, and the way that it kind of ended was now he's better. But what we did it with Romans retaliation was we weren't just showing, okay, now you've forgiven, this is the hard work for you.
This is where the work starts,
But we also looked at it from the perspective of the person who abused and his story and the people around him and the family around him that have to deal with that news. We wanted to avoid saying, okay, forgive and everything's okay.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who came up with the idea of have a child witness something.
The child is always a representation of the soul. And the whole idea in the script and in the film is that we see the priest. Careful about giving away spoilers if people haven't watched it, but I think people know the story, but because they've seen Romans 12:20. But the priest burns himself in the field, but as he does it, he takes off all of his holy garments, he takes off his cross and he throws it on the floor. And in the script, his niece picks the cross up and looks at it, and then we recognise that she now has to carry his cross. Our family have to carry our cross. If we don't atone for ourselves, if we don't redress, and if we don't clean our own sins, they have to be picked up by our family. Of course, my kids, my mum, my dad, everyone's going to be affected by what I do if I don't clean it myself. So our family inherit it. So we do the work we can so they don't have to. But because this guy didn't do the work, he left it to his family. So it's kind of saying, doesn't end there. Just because the priest kills himself doesn't mean he's free.
Yeah, and
that's still got to be picked up.
And people aren't glad at the end as well. That was a key thing for us, is to say that I'm sure there's going to be people saying, oh, he deserved it. But if you put that message in there, that it's not just him, there's other innocent people around.
Yeah, everything affects everything.
And that was the one scene that someone, I don't remember in the screening.
Yeah, in Edinburgh.
A woman said, why did you put me through this and not give me that relief at the end?
Yeah, and what she was really saying was, because she's saying, why would you do this to me? You know, because we showed the girl witnessing the guy from a distance setting himself on fire, although she doesn't know it's her uncle at the time. One of the journalists at Edinburgh said, why would you do this to me? But what she was really saying is, why would you make me look at the fact that what I do, how I live, what I think about, what I say and what I do affects my child? Why would you do that to me? But that's truth. I said, I'm just showing reciprocity.